Rodney, Dave, Los Angeles, California, 33. This is my family. Xa'Kari, Demetria. I have two other children as well. Oldest, Zamir, and then I also have Zanea and Xa'Kari. What I know about breastfeeding, I'm really not 100% sure how that works. I just know it's there, it's available. I know some of the benefits are like when kids are sick, the breast milk changes and things like that. It does help with costs. I would definitely encourage breastfeeding and support it 100%, especially when it came down to making that decision in the hospital. It's like if we're going to do it or not. I know some women are not able to breastfeed. It gets to a point where you have to find somebody else and have to use milk. So I try to encourage it as much as possible and support wherever, whenever. There's still people out there that don't like when women breastfeed in public, which is kind of awkward. More so like when the kids are too active. So if the kids are too active, you got to get them out of the way. The cleanup process. So just those things mainly, and then just by eating the right things. As long as you eat the right things, I think good nutrients will come out of the situation.
Having him by my side is a big help because it does get stressful, especially when you have more than one child. It is important. It is important to have both parents. I mean, I know some people aren't able to or they don't have the ability to, but it is a lot of help. Because when you have other kids and if they around jumping, playing, they do distract them and they looking at them and you trying to feed, and then he may get fussy or it could just be the noise that throws them off or things like that. So having somebody else there to actually help you and like, okay, let's go do this. Like he's real good at, he'll take them like, come on, let's go do this. Let's go outside or let's go watch this. Let's go do this. Just to give me that time to have my moments of mind and breastfeed on it, actually get everything situated. So it is a big help. I'm trying to breastfeed as long as I can. I would say it's probably like 2 because I know I did my other son. He was like 1.5. So I think he's like 1.5. So I'm trying to see if I could breastfeed him longer than that. So I would, for new parents, I would definitely recommend breastfeeding. I know some women are not able to because they may have an issue or something may be wrong. So, in that case, I can understand. But if you are able to, I would highly recommend it just because it's something you're controlling. You know exactly what the baby's getting. Something's going on. Like if they break out, okay, maybe it's something I'm eating, or it's way better, and then it saves a lot of money, and then also it saves you of having to get up in the middle of the night and going to make a bottle. So that right there, it's way easier to just grab them, put them on you, and make you eat and go back to sleep, opposed to you having to go warm up a bottle, do all the extra, and they probably hollering and screaming, which can be frustrating. So it's a real big benefit. Like when you start off, it can be frustrating when your milk, the milk coming in part is kind of frustrating, and it can take a minute. If you're having an issue with it, I would definitely seek help. because you're not the only person going through that, and it can get to you, especially with all the emotions and everything you go through. So it can bother you. So it is important to like seek help and say, you know, I'm having issues, or I can't get the milk in correctly, or you know, things like that. And there's definitely somebody there to help you. I had asked my aunt Samantha, because this is what she does for a living. So I had when I first started with my first child, she was there the whole way helping me as far as breastfeeding. So she was a big help in that. So you can also ask her if she's, you know, in your town or whatever.
Yeah, and it's always good to ask questions as far as men. A lot of men don't know too much about breastfeeding or breast in general, what they're capable of doing, some of the processes that go through breastfeeding. Just ask a lot of questions. That's a lot of support there, and just be there mentally. Mentally being there is a strong one, because you can be emotionally distraught and not even be able to produce the milk. So just in those situations, just make sure questions are always asked. Always ask questions. Don't assume it's horrible.